Hello, this is Kain Alu, and welcome to this first part of a gameplay of this War of Man. As you can tell, the game in itself is not extremely relaxing at all, but it gives interesting things to think about. There isn't much shooting noise, even when there is the risk that people die, to disturb you if you are going to fall asleep to it. And I think that there should be more things to do with ASMR than just the common relaxing things. Anyways, we are going to start another try. I'm not really advanced with this game. I played only once, and I played it in German since oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe I could turn out the I'm going to turn out Wi-Fi for this. So maybe I won't know what to do, but we are going to choose the game with Katja because I didn't do it yet. And from what I've seen, she is a great member of the team because she can bargain. And I always had problems with trading in my last playthrough. So this is where we live. An interesting thing about this game is you don't get any tutorial at all. You need to get to know the game mechanics yourself. So that makes it in itself an interesting. So come, go. Here we have our intro text that tells us something about our characters, and it says, when the Civil War broke out, many people thought it would only last a couple of weeks. It's been years since government militarily surrounded the rebels in the capital, cutting off all supply lines. The civilian population trapped in the city are suffering from hunger, disease, and shelling. Katja met both Pablo and Bruno before the war. She used to be a reporter while Bruno had his own television cooking show. Pablo was the star of the local football team. Katja even interviewed him once. Now they meet in dramatically different circumstances, looking for food and shelter. Okay, so what do we do first? Katja is slightly sick. Pablo is okay, and Bruno is also okay. So, first, we don't have anything. Oh, we don't have anything. We need to start collecting our things first to make a bed. So, yeah. Nobody is going to be sitting around. We are going to collect. We are going to collect things around the house to build some basic items we need. I'm going to grab all. So, grab all. So, Pavlo, cat. Why don't you break out this door? And Bruno can go collect these things here. Cat. Let's go grab this. Pavlo can grab this. And that's enough for us to start making some items. So come on. First we are going to need a bat 2 beds respectively. And it's not going to be a problem to buy these. We are going to keep them here in this room, I guess, so that the person laying there is close to everything, because often wounded people are going to lie there, so they don't have to make a long trip. We can go put this thing up now. How can we get up there? Can you get up there? Yes, great. So this door is locked. We are going to need a lockpick to get it there. Cat, you can go bad, not a bad. So, no. Okay, alright. And place it. This was a bad decision because the door after us is locked and we are going to need a lockpick to open it, or whatever you call the thing. This is all locked up. Not good. Not good at all. So, oh, I absolutely forgotten her. And another thing that we will definitely need right at the beginning is metal workshop. This is used to make all our weapons and lockpicks and saw blades. Basically all the important stuff. It's an absolute necessity. So, Bruno. He's a smoker, and in comparison, many people in this game have addictions, either coffee or cigarettes. And in comparison to Katya, who doesn't get sad often when you don't get her coffee, Bruno is rather a selfish character, and when he doesn't get his cigarettes, then he starts to just really, well, starts to be. Now we have many things we can open here. It's not a good idea to open this here because we would need another lockpick to get there, so bad. What we can do, Katya can build a crowbar, or we can get a shovel. Shovel is great and crowbar is great too. These are 2 things that we're definitely gonna need, and we actually could build both of these today, so let's get to this if she has enough time. And crowbar makes a lot more of noise than a lockpick, but a lockpick is when used on the item, so you make it, you use it, and it's gone, while crowbar you can break maybe up to 20 doors with it before it gets broken. So now that we've done it, Katya can build a shovel. A great thing about crowbars and shovels is the fact that you can defend yourself with them, and if we get raided in the night, which is a thing that happens actually kind of often, then when people in your lot are armed with shovels and crowbars, there is a lower risk of the fact that you are going to lose important items. We are not going to do anything of this today, because now comes the night, but we are going to continue tomorrow. So, the night. Who is going to scavenge? You can see the backpacks of our survivors here. Bruno is not a good scavenger because he has only 10 slots, while Katja and Pavel have 12. On any normal night, it's important that somebody does a guard duty. That's this thing here. But today, I know for sure nobody is going to raid us on the first night, if I'm not mistaken. So both of them can sleep, and Katja is slightly sick, so we are going to let her recover from this. And Pablo is our scavenger tonight. We have two locations: the Decrepit Squad and Shelled Cottage. I never went to the Decrepit Squad, but Shelled Cottage is a no danger location. I am not sure whether I need shovel or crowbar. I guess I'm just going to go without anything. So it's still burning. Is it safe to go inside? Yes, it is. So we are going to grab all. And what we are going to do is we are going to just put everything. No, yes, I can. It's great. I thought it's different than the computer version. This is tactic I've seen in some YouTube video. I'm going to. I can't remember the name of the player now, but he makes a lot of great videos about games like this, and I'm going to put his name into the description because he makes really great stuff. And we are going to just take everything as fast as we can and put it into this one pile, and then we can decide what to take according to what we want to build or what we want to make. Oh, mats, sweet mats. I'm going to grab a shovel next night. And a crowbar and everything. So we're going to grab this all. You can see these small red circles everywhere around. This is a noise that our scavenger, or now Pavel, hears. In this case, I'm certain it's just rats, but it can also be people on the lot. And some people like the homeless or other scavengers in places like the supermarket are not going to do any harm to you. But if you are going somewhere and steal things or and so then the owners of the house are often going to go all over you if you are trying to get their personal items. It makes sense, right? For example, it's also a location we are going to get quite early in the game, or you often get it quite early in the game as small house. It could be called. It's called small house in German, and there you get couple, husband and wife, and one of them is equipped with a knife, and Katya got killed there once. Well, we are going to need a lot of water. We are going to need to make a rainwater collector, because water and sugar are quite important for making alcohol, moonshine. Which you can sell for a lot. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to take this sugar just today. No, I'm not. I'm going to take some more wood. Back and run to the exit. Paolo is back. So, day 2. At the beginning of the day, if you are raided, you get a result of that raid, but we are not getting raided today. So, Pablo is tired because so he's going to get himself to bed, and Bruno is not going to cook yet because we don't have any stove. We are going to get a stove, right? This is a simple heater, and here we go. So it makes sense to place it here. So. I could actually take Katya and do something with her, but I would prefer for her to lay down, for her sickness not to get worse. She could recover in 1 day or 2 without medication, because at some point of the game someone could get a lot more sick than we need them to, and that's the moment when you really need the meds, and sometimes it all happens so fast. We don't have enough wood. So, and, well, get to eat. So, we could make this. Yes, I'm going to make this because this uses more water. And water is going to become scarce quite early in the game, often. Now, about food. You need to feed your survivors every 2 days, because this hungry status you see here, it always lasts 2 days. Then they go very hungry, which is a thing you don't want to happen. So, Bruno is going to get on this. I don't know whether there's a big difference. Yes, there is a big difference, namely that Katya needs to, well, so, no, you are not going to cook. Nothing like a good sleep. Oh, Pavel is awake. Awesome. So, Bruno is going to make Pavel a nice meal, and Pavel is going to do this. Come, run, my boy. So, 1 piece of food. let's get right into it. Herbs, sugar, oh great. Jewel. It's not good for anything at all, but it has got quite a good trading value. A trader is going to come into our house either today or tomorrow, I'm not sure. So, are you done here? Great. So, you get to eat. No, 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 no. You idiot, why are you eating this? Oh shit. I'm sorry for the oh shit thing. I'm going to need to make. Oh, she's content. Why? The thing you can see here is what happens when she's happy. I'm not quite sure why she's happy. Usually people get happy when they help someone or something similar, but she's just happy. Maybe because Bruno is well fed. And so, oh my god, I lost food on this guy. That's dumb. Is he coming? Yes. Great. So we got Pavel, and let's look at what we can do. We can do ourselves a radio, but what I would like is a moonshine still and a rainwater collector. We are going to need both of these. And just give me a second, because night is going to come early. We are going to return to our shallot cottage, and for the purposes of knowing how much wood and components I'm going to take, I'm going to just write down how much we need. Oh, I've got a pencil. Great. And I've got paper too. It makes nice noises. I wouldn't let this into a normal gameplay, but well. 7 and 5, and we are going to make the moonshine first, and there we still need 8 components, and not 15, because we are going to make moonshine still, and then we are going to need all of this. We are going to need 15 components and 5 pieces of wood. Great. Which makes 22 pieces of components and 10 pieces of wood overall. Great. But he could make us a radio, right? Which uses all 7 components we have. Is this a good decision? No, it isn't a good decision, because we don't need it the first few days. We are going to... We are going to do this after... we are done with the things that we definitely need. So... take this. Maybe there are components in... no, but there is bandage. And there are books. Great. So... now we are going to wait a bit. And night comes over us. Great. Katya is slightly sick, so she's going to rest in bed. Bruno is going to stand guard. And Pavel is going to scavenge. Done. So we have new pieces. We have St. Mary's Church garage. This is a good trading place. But we are going to go to Shad Cottage. Going to prepare ourselves. And now the problem is we need at least one weapon left in the house, so that when somebody comes raid us, we can protect ourselves. So we are going to equip Pablo with a crowbar, and I'm not going to use the shovel. We are going to do it by hand. We are going to leave the shovel here. So let's go scavenge. When we are going to go to a more dangerous location, we are going to take the lockpick. So no. Let's go here. Let's try that. Can you see this circle? This is the noise he makes, and if he was in somewhere where we want to be stealthy and not the owner to see us. That wouldn't be a great things. Or this is achievement because because I looked at this paper. One of the flyers dropped on the city. It reads, "This is a zone of anti-terrorist operation. Persons remaining in the city will be treated as terrorist supporters. For your own and your family's safety, leave Bogoran immediately. The army guarantees you a safe passage." Not many believed them after the atrocities they had committed. Army is one of the groups in this game that you don't really like, and if you kill some of them in self-defense, your characters are not going to think badly of it. They are not going to be sad, or their karma is not going to go then, because a karma is something that books. I love books. I'm sorry. So we are just going to take this, and we are going to bring it to our exit pack. A great thing about it is when you are in this mode, the time stops for you. So no, we are going to need the crowbar. Time stops for you, so you can just sit here and think about what you are going to take as long as you wish. There are some weapon parts which we are going to use to make ourselves a knife when we make advanced metal workshop. You are not sure how to get there. Where you go there, and then you go there. So we're going to grapple. Am I even going to need the crowbar anymore? Yes, there's a cabinet down there, right? Yes. Oh, there is something as well. I'm not going to talk much while he is rumbling through the pile, because I'm not much good. I'm not very good at doing this. It's my first try, so well, I'm like this first ASMR video. Clap. And now I'm going to find out at the end I wasn't recording the screen at all. No, I'm pretty sure I am. Enjoy the noises. I hope the music is not too loud. I tried to set it down a bit at the beginning. Maybe I should have taken the shovel. No, I shouldn't have, because there would be no weapons left. So. This is going to take a bit of time. I would cut this if I could, but I am not good at cutting and editing videos. I mean, I'm good at it when I'm at my computer, but my computer is broken since like 7 months, and since I can do everything on my phone, I didn't buy anything new because that would be a waste of money. So we are going to break this out, and maybe there is going to be some good stuff here. And there is. There are weapon parts. And there are mats. Mats are important. There is just some wood, so we are going to take them into the backpack as much as we can, and we are going to try to get this pile away today, but I'm not sure whether we are going to make it. I guess not. Yes, I know you could really use a shovel. I'm so sorry, we need to lead it to our cart. This game looks quite easy when you first play it, but then you find out that you need to plan out your actions well if you don't want to get to problems. For example, the thing I've done yesterday with feeding Bruno one more thing that he should have eaten. It's something that I can work with it now on the first day, but if you do it some later in the game, it's not going to be something you want to do. Really, it isn't. But it's not a big problem not to make this thing done today, because we are definitely going to come to this building tomorrow. There is a lot of stuff to take, a lot of stuff we could need, so here's fertilizer. We can drop this. I'm going to drop the wood here because we have a lot in that cabinet at the beginning. And we are going to take electric parts. You can't use them at the beginning of the game, but trust me, you are going to be so happy you have them later. You are going to be so glad. I'm going to leave the parts here. They are quite useful, but now I want the weapons part back, so that we can make a knife later. And come here. Come fast. When you don't manage to get to the exit before dawn, it can be quite problematic for you. So now, what we can see here is everything that stays on this lot. I'm going to leave the electric parts here because I'm definitely going to take them. Now, I could take cigarettes for Bruno, but I'm not going to do this. Now, electric parts stack in 4, so I'm going to take these 4. I'm going to take the jewelry, and I'm going to take the books, because they make the survivors content. And now, I hope I have enough place for this. Maybe I'm going to need to take something away, because we need 5 items of wood, and yes, I'm definitely going to need to leave the electrical parts here, because we are just not taking them today. I'm going to take the jewelry because I'm quite sure the trader is going to come tomorrow, so we need something we can trade. We could also take the mats and trade the mats, but I'm going to leave them here and come for them later. Fertilizer is going to be great when we are going to make a rat trap. Then there is sugar for the moonshine still, but I've already taken it before. So I'm going to leave one of the units of wood here and just trust the trader that he's gonna come. And instead of it, I'm going to take the weapon parts because... Or no, I'm not going to, because no, that's going definitely to take at least a day. And is there something I could trade? Something I could trade? No, not really. So I'm going to take the wood anyway. Sorry for taking my time. Run to the exit. We're definitely going to come tomorrow. I'm afraid that somebody could have raided us in the night. But, well... Tonight I had a really good haul. Look what I've got. Someone came at night to take our things by force. Ush. Someone tried to rob us. They must have been more scared than us, so they didn't do much harm. We had some weapons, but not enough for everyone. Bruno was wounded, but the attackers didn't steal anything. We are able to defend ourselves. Okay. Bruno got slightly wounded. That's not good. Here's one of the characters who takes a long time to get back to health. Katya. She's still slightly sick. If she's going to stay this way, maybe I'm going to take some of the mats at the... But first we are going to need to make... what are we going to do first? First we are going to do the rainwater collector, because that's incredibly important to have. It's incredibly important to have this. For one filter, which is made out of 3 components, you get 4 clean water, just 4 of these drops, 4 of these items. Is there something we haven't searched yet? Yes, there is this cabinet. So, here's rainwater collector. Yes, we need to make the filter here. Come, let's go make filter. We could do 2 rounds of water today, because we don't have enough for moonshine still. So we are going to make 2 filters. Maybe I should have done 1 and then... He isn't hungry today, but Bruno isn't hungry today because I've... Oh, here is the trader. Come on, Katya, this is something you should be good at, because she is good at bargaining, so we could get the components we need out of this guy. Have a look at what I brought. Let's trade. Show me what you wish to trade. What do you want? And if I... Oh, normally, when you trade with him, he is going to, in the computer version, he is going to tell you how much does he value the things. But anyways, there isn't much, or maybe the mobile version of the game is not working well yet, because I can't really track it much. But no, I guess it's all. Anyways, we have this 1 piece of jewelry. We have 2 pieces of jewelry even. So, yes, what does he taste? What do you want for this? Where? I want components. It's It's very generous of you, he says. Fine, we have a deal. Need wood as well. It won't do, try harder. Well, going to add this. It's very generous of you, he says. He doesn't have any filters or anything that I would want. Anyways. How much wood do I need? I'm thinking and thinking and thinking. I'm not getting it. I would get that water if I could, but I lost control over... Wow. I lost control over how much wood and how much components I have. That's bad. I used components for... So I'm going to just add at least 4 more components because I used all of them. No, I have 2. I have 2 left. And for the moonshine still, I need 15, so I need at least 13, so I need this one as well. And either way, you need just 5 items of wood for this, so we are going to take as much water as we can, which is not much. Deal. Need anything else? No. Time to go. I'll try to visit you again. Great. Now we are going to make water out of this. I've got a nasty headache. I'm sorry, Katya. Make. Oh, Pavlo is awake. Great. I hope we'll manage to keep it warm in here. It's still quite warm, so we don't need to make heating just now. And yes, that's awesome. That's great. We are going to put our moonshine still right next to our rainwater collector. And since we don't really... No, Katya is going to break this down for us. Did I choose the one with the crowbar, not with the lockpick, hopefully. And then she's going to lay herself in bed. I'm going to take the mats with me today, and if she's not going to get better, we are going to medicate her. Oh, we can medicate her right now, so that's great. We have enough mats for everyone. We have 2 pieces of food. That's not good. That's not good at all, because tomorrow is feeding day, or how I like to call it. But we'll desperately need to feed only Katya and Pavel, and we can feed Bruno the day afterwards, and we can make turns. We can make turns until we are able to feed all of them at the same time. Yes, Katya, you are going to lay in bed. Pavlo is at the moonshine still. We need fuel. I'm not going to burn any books. You are not going to make me burn books. So how much can we make? We can make only 1, so that's easy. We are going to make 1 unit of fuel. And we are going to make 1 moonshine. It's a great trading item. So now there are 2 things we could do. One of them is advanced workshop, and one of them is advanced metal workshop. I think that we are going to do the advanced metal workshop first, but I'm going to write the things for improved workshop anyway. I'm going to make it closer to this, so you are not getting bored while I write. So we need 14 components. 7 pieces of wood, 7 boards if you want so, and 5 parts. Exit. Advanced metal workshop. That's worse. Because we need 30 components. 15 boards. And 5 parts. But it is important, so it is important to make anything work well, so this is what we are going to concentrate upon, but we need real lot of components. So we're going to exit this. We can't make anything just yet. Well, there is a knife. We could definitely use a knife. So we are going to take these 3 weapon parts. We have them at the shell cottage. And 4 components, or 5. 4 now, but 5 overall. It's just something we can use to defend ourselves. So yeah. Now we are going to wake so that we can start another water cycle. I'm so sorry I can't cut this. I would like to be able to cut this. We could theoretically. Oh, look. There is something we can do. We still didn't get everything out of this house. There is also this outside, isn't there? Sometimes there is something outside. I guess there isn't now. No, I don't see anything here. It's a different house than the one you have in the computer version. Oh. It's done. We definitely need to... Time is ticking, so I'm sorry, Bruno. We are going to need to make water. Man boy, we need water. I hope he's going to make it. Because that would be such a waste of time. Great. Now we have enough food to feed everyone tomorrow. Oh yes. He didn't take it, but it doesn't matter. So, who is our scavenger today? Bruno or Katya? Katya is going to guard. Bruno is going to sleep, and Pavel is going to scavenge, or Pavel could guard, because I don't want Katya to get wounded to her sick status, but she can very well go scavenging without any danger tonight. So done. And we are going to go to the shell cottage. We don't really need anything today, so if we get raided today, everyone is armed. So we are going to come one more time. Definitely at least one more time. That is 3 weapon parts we need for the knife. We also need components for the knife. I have to make it because at the other locations it's already advisable to have a weapon, but we are going to try to avoid danger because I dislike killing anyone, especially civilians. And then we are going to do the improved workshop first because we can make it with the items we have. So we are going to take 4 parts of components for this, And then we need wood. So yeah, that's exactly what we can take. We have one more free place for something, and we have two more free places, and we are going to take components because we need these for filters. Are there any parts? There aren't any parts. That's no, wait, there are parts. There actually are parts. And they are, I believe, they are back at the backyard. I left them back here. Come on. They have to be there. Magnificent. How many do we need? We need 5. That's bad. Because we are going to need to take it without stacking it. How much I dislike this. We need this, and we need these 4. Do we have enough water? I hope we have enough water. I hate fighting for water. No, nobody is going to come tomorrow, so. Oh, and we can exit it from here. So we are going to look whether we are rated or not. And then this would conclude today's part of this, because I think this is too long already for someone to wish towards this. Tonight I had a really good haul. Look what I've got. And this night was calm, so that's great. Anyways, I am excited to meet you again for another part of this role. For this, we are going to read some of Katya's stories next time, and yes.